Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down, Fields. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We own them. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. We got to get up. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Look. Check 9.
Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to air one out. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Heavy on the edges. Check. Hey, give me radar.
Now Stafford. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You got nothing. Check 31.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Protect yourself, babe.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
32. The mic. Hey, watch the ball. 40 got. 35, Mike, 35. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Back. 50. 35's the mic. Let's get the ball.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Fresno. Shift, alert.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He's got daylight. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 50.
Stafford. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Monday. No, check that.
They'll try the left side. Hubbard looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Red 80. 52. 52's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll run with Barton. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again, Fields. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
53, 53, Mike.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 4 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Let's go, folks.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Throwing on 1st down, Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Going right side here, and that's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Stafford now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now it's Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Set, 250. Mike back 2. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, watch the lane.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Watch twist. 32. 52's the mic, boys. Hey, Alpha. Go, go, go. Hey, Mike 52.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Stafford on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Easy, easy. Is that yours? Who's that? Where's 52? Watch 52.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do, and the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, Red. Mike 52.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That is caught at the 7th. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Fournette running out of the gun. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. You must be getting tired.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 1st down, Fields. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Go. Go. Check. 53 is Mike. Check.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Mike, come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's easy work.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I got you.
2nd and 3. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Ready?
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They come up in an offset eye.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Under 10. Under 10.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
My 5. My 5. My 5. Delta. Coming this way. Here we gotta go.
2nd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
It's a party now. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 21. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second.